Kathy, party of four. Kathy, party of four. Please come on in with your hand in the air. Your table's ready. Kathy, party of four. Thank you.
When I was growing up, my parents, especially my mother and my grandmother, were a pastry chef, and in our house there was no. Everybody shared responsibilities and duties, and mine was basically to cook. So when I was cooking and just got in and developed a flair for it, and just enjoyed doing what I was doing. I've always cooked in all different aspects of the industry. Mediterranean cuisine, Italian, but here I've never smoked barbecue and never smoked meats ever before in my life. Getting used to it it's a bit difficult at first. As long as you stay on top of your ovens and stay on top of your smokers, you're going to be successful.
Whenever I teach anybody, I like to use it in the context of Silence of the Lambs. It puts the mop sauce on the ribs. You know what I'm saying? And how it works for you?
I'm Brian Moon. I've been in the restaurant business now since the early 80s. I'm the smokehouse manager, and what I do is I assure that the quality of meats that are going out into the dining room are up to our standards and expectations, making sure that pork butts, briskets, ribs, chickens, and anything else that we do smoke is ready to go and on hand. Different preparation times are different for all the meats. Pork's basically anywhere from 10 to 12 hours. Brisket will basically come between 8 to 10 hours. Ribs will take somewhere around 3 hours. All of them different temperatures and different times, and it depends on a lot of factors, especially when it comes to the beef and the pork. You could have a pork butt that's really tough, which means the pig never sat around very much and you want him to be a track star.
The rest of your stuff is in the oven. Oh, you didn't get that on film, did you?
Well, the atmosphere within the staff, it's all very positive. We're all here for one goal, and that is for 100% guest satisfaction. There isn't any of us that aren't here to make sure that the quality of the meats and the quality of the service is not 100%. I was with RJL Tools in North Syracuse back in the late 80s. I left Syracuse to get out of the weather and moved to Florida, Fernandina Beach. I owned a restaurant there. Finding the opportunity to work for the Grand Wailea Resort and Spa in Maui, Hawaii came about, and then I was the department head for Humu Humu Nuku Nuku Apua'a at the Grand Wailea Resort and Spa. Go ahead and spell it.
Yeah, right.
Being such a well-known establishment, when I first came back to town, it was one of the first choices that I made in order to get back to work in the Syracuse area. After leaving Maui, being there for 6 years, and then coming back to Syracuse, it was a bit of a depression, of course, but I figured I'd start with one of the companies that's the quickest and fastest growing companies now. We know that we're going to be growing, slowly but surely, but we don't grow basically because we want to stamp out dinosaurs. We grow based on our success of the previous dinosaur. So this dinosaur, of course, created Rochester, and this one created Harlem, and those three created Troy because of the fact of how successful those three were. And moving forward, that's the template. Well, a successful career anywhere, especially with the Dinosaur BBQ. In the next 10 years, there's probably going to be substantial growth, and hopefully from this point on, I'll be part of it.
Take you back. That way you get off when it starts with an S, and it's a real long